Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we're not in for ideal baseball weather in this one. It's cold out there, so it'll be interesting to see if that impacts the game at all.
Boog, this is one of those nights where position players want that pitcher to have a nice tempo. Keep things moving. Don't take forever in between pitches because it just makes it colder out there. You get stiffer and you're not ready to make a play like you need to be. So that's the emphasis, I think, on cold nights like this.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Justin Steele. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Otto Lopez.
This guy's been a very consistent performer at the plate this year. Top 5 in batting average in the National League. And I tell you what, you got to be good, but you also have to be a little bit lucky. And he's been both, spraying balls all over the yard.
On the ground, out to short. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the shortstop, Otto Lopez.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. Two out, space is empty. Inside, almost got him. Right side. Throws to first. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins down quietly. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And towing the slab, Jesus Luzardo.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Nico Horner.
For the Cubs, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That misses. Now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground to third. And foul ball. Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Here's a 1-1. Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and
hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Bounce to the right side, and it goes just foul. And now the lefty. Ground ball could be 2. More. Over to second, and that's 2. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. No score. Second inning set to go. And now the DH, Jake Burger.
Jake Burger.
Inside, just missed. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Derek Hill. One down, base is empty. This one smoked out to left. Tuckman makes the play, and there are two down.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Kicks and deals. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Ripped that one down the line for the double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Man in scoring position with two away. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. And he'll pull into second with two gone.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the third baseman. Next pitch is outside. Left-hand batter waits. On a line, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. The tag. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs nothing. Here at Wrigley Field, and now Patrick Wisdom. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Norby pulls it in on the run.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Michael.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. 1-1 now. And that's in for a strike. To third. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And a pitch. And strike 2. In the air, left field. Squeezes it.
Batting 7, the shortstop, David Brody.
Now it's the shortstop. Outside low, and the count is 3-1. Bush off of first with 2 away. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Fouled off again, and a Remains 3-2. And the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Cubs leave one. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Johnny Pareda.
Johnny Pareda.
The pitch. Popped up right side. And there's one away. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Connor Norby. Swung on, belted. Bellinger ranging back. Bangs off the wall. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. The 1-1.
Up. One ball. 2 strikes.
And another ball. Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The pitch. Into center. Bellinger makes the grab, and that's the inning. Marlins leave one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. So there it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully the break isn't too long. I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boog, but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll see.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Goes down looking.
Batting 9.
Here's Nick Madrigal.
Nick Madrigal.
And that's outside.
2-1.
The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Now all even up. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Nico Horner, the next Cub. Run around the move. Ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
One down. Mike Tauchman, the next Cub to hit.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. At the belt, fires. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Fastball for a strike. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Madrigal at third, Horner at first, 2 out of the inning, and a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Cubs strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jake Burger. The lefty fires. Inside, just missed.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and
that one ripped right center field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
So man aboard, and now the center fielder, Derek Hill. Man at second. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. But they do get a run. And up next for Miami, Christian Moore. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw in there safely.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, 2 a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
So 1 gone with a runner at third. Here's the left fielder. And he deals. Over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now batting, the third baseman, Graham Holly.
Now the third baseman. Two outs. On the ground to the left. In time to Bush. That's the third out. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, no one left. And midway in the fourth, it's the Marlins 4 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom 4, now it's the DH, Patrick Wisdom.
The designated hitter, Patrick Wisdom.
The pitch. Swings and misses. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
The catcher, number 13.
And next for the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. New inning getting started. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Johnny Pareda. Here comes a pitch. On the ground to third. This looks like extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Johnny Pareda with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Justin Steele departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Tyson Miller on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Connor Norby. And a 1-1.
Up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Down the right field line and a base hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Otto Lopez. Right-hander kicks, deals. Up the middle. A sliding play at short. Quickly to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and a runner left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Cubs nothing. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and the batter will be the shortstop, number 3.
David Bodie.
The 2-1. Up the middle, Lopez whips it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Pete Crow.
Now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And that one is lifted in the air. Norby moving under this one. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the top of the sixth. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jake Burger. Swing and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And stepping in is the speedy Derek Hill. Ball to strike. Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And at the plate for Miami, Christian Moore. The 1-1. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Righty delivers. And that one in the air center field. Sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, James Myers.
Now the left fielder. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a pitch. Way high.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it.
That's out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 5-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's the third baseman. Miller checks on first, and he's back in safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Kicks and fires. Clips the corner, and the count is 1-2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in Holtz, the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Johnny Pareda, the next up for the Marlins. And now 2-1. Foul ball there. And the righty deals. On the ground to short. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Marlins 5 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. And now it's going to be Nico Horner.
Nico Horner.
The wide to kick the pitch. Fought off foul. Base hit, left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter.
Now, Mike Tauchman.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Hit weakly on the ground. The throw to second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Tauchman leads off first with one away. In there at the knees. Going to count 1-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And next is the designated hitter, Patrick Wisdom. Two outs. And down on strikes. And that is that. One left for the Cubs. It's 5-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Drew Smiley. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 11, Drew Smiley.
And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby.
The right fielder, Connor Norby.
On the ground, right side corner. Gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Jonah Bride. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Julian Merriweather up and loosening in the pen. Winginter getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Otto Lopez. The next up for the Marlins. The wind and the pitch. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. Chopped left side. Madrigal. Slings it across. And that is that. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Bottom of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch.
The first baseman, Michael Busch.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So man aboard. Here's the catcher, Moises Ballesteros. Swings through that.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-2.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Number 3, shortstop, David.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Bush stands at third with one gone in the inning. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. New pitcher for the Marlins, Mike Baumann.
Number 55.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. In the air, left field. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 5-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. Marlins 5 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trey Wingenter.
Trey Wingenter.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jake Burger.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That one drilled left field. Topman going back. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. 1 out, bases empty. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And there's a hit.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Christian Moore.
So up next, Christian Moore. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Man at first, one away. That one misses, and the count's full.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Dane Myers.
Here's the left fielder. Kicks and deals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 6-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here at Wrigley Field, now at the plate, Nick Madrigal.
Third baseman.
When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Swing and a miss.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
In the air, right field, Norby drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. One away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Hoerner. One down, base is empty. And it is 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Just missed.
2-1.
And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. They trail it 6-1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Julian Merriweather.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Johnny Pareda, right-handed reliever. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Back to the top of the Miami order. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So they're at the corners now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner from third comes across. It's 7-1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Jake Berger. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. High to the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Cubs 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 9th, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 straight.
The wind of the pitch.
2-2.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, way back there. Off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. So he just clears the wall, his second of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 7-2.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out in the pen. Number 53 takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
And it's even up.
It's a good take.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, first baseman.
He's 2 outs away.
Michael.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. And the pitch. This to center field. Hill gets under it, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So it's their last chance in this one. Moises Ballesteros, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. The Cubs down to their final strike. And that's downstairs and outside. 1 run across to the frame so far. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Now, that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score for the